How's everybody doing? My name is Anthony Brian Logan, and today we got to talk about the now viral clip that came from an interview about Kobe Bryant between CBS's Gayle King and women's basketball icon Lisa Leslie. Now, this particular clip has many on the internet incensed, upset, triggered, whatever you want to call it, because although the interview was wide-ranging, a clip came out where Gayle King is asking Lisa Leslie about Kobe Bryant's rape allegation from 2003 in Colorado. People are saying, how dare you do that? This ain't the right time. He just died. He's an innocent man. He did not go to jail, all this, that, and the third. Now, before I go any further, let's go ahead and roll that first clip. In this clip, you'll see the interaction between Gayle King and Lisa Leslie. You see the questions that have been asked. You won't see the full context because you don't have the full interview here, but you'll see the clip that has got many on the internet upset. After we get done with that, I'll talk about what was said, give you my 2 cents, my analysis, and then I'll wrap it on up with a nice bow on top. So without further ado, let's go ahead and roll it.
It's been said that his legacy is complicated because of sexual assault charge, which was dismissed in 2003, 2004. Is it complicated for you as a woman, as a WNBA player?
It's not complicated for me at all. Even if there's a few times that we've been at a club at the same time, Kobe's not the kind of guy, never been like, you know, Lisa, go get that girl or tell her or send her this. I have other NBA friends that are like that. Mm-hmm. He was never like that. I just never have ever seen him being the kind of person that would do something to violate a woman or be aggressive in that way. That's just not the person that I know.
But Lisa, you wouldn't see it though. As his friend, you wouldn't see it.
And that's possible. Mm-hmm. I just don't believe that. Mm-hmm. And I'm not saying things didn't happen. Mm-hmm. I just don't believe that things didn't happen with force.
Is it even a fair question to talk about it, considering he's no longer with us and that it was resolved? Or is it really part of his history?
I think that the media should be more respectful. At this time, it's like if you had questions about it, you've had many years to ask him that. I don't think it's something that we should keep hanging over his legacy. I mean, it went to trial.
Yeah, it was dismissed because the victim in the case refused to testify, so it was dismissed.
And I think that's how we should leave it.
All right, so you saw that, you heard that. Now, I don't know about you or anyone else, but when I first saw that clip, I was upset. I was like, why would you be badgering her about this man? He did not get found guilty. He is innocent for all I know because he didn't go to jail or anything. So that means he's innocent to me. Innocent until proven guilty. He was not proven guilty, therefore he's innocent. There's been all kind of rape allegations floating around. It doesn't mean it's actually true. Let's get some real evidence. That was my thought process from the very beginning, but I didn't really say anything because I'm only seeing the clip of an interview. Okay, you have things that are kind of edited together, spliced together. I don't have the full context. So I wasn't going to say anything or do a video until I saw Gayle King respond to the Backlash herself on her Twitter. And what we're going to do right now is watch that footage. After we get done with that, I'll update my viewpoint after I see what she is saying, because a lot of what she's saying makes sense and it makes me view what I just saw in a different way.
I've been up reading the comments about the interview I did with Lisa Leslie about Kobe Bryant. And I know that if I had only seen the clip that you saw, I'd be extremely angry with me too. I am mortified. I'm embarrassed, and I am very angry. Unbeknownst to me, my network put up a clip from a very wide-ranging interview, totally taken out of context, and when you see it that way, it's very jarring. It's jarring to me. I didn't even know anything about it. I started getting calls. What the hell are you doing? Why did you say this? What is happening? I did not know what people are talking about. So I've been told, or I've been advised, to say nothing. Just let it go. People will drag you. People will troll you. It'll be over in a couple of days. But that's not good enough for me, because I really want people to understand what happened here and how I'm feeling about it. I reached out to Lisa because I know that she's a longtime friend of Kobe's. to talk about his legacy and their friendship. We had a really wide-ranging interview, talked about many things: his career, his passion, his sense of humor, the way he was mentoring other people, how he was starting his next chapter. It was wide-ranging. And yes, we talked about that court case, because that court case has also come up. And I wanted to get Lisa's take on it as a friend who knew him well, what she thought, where that should stand. And I thought it was very powerful when she looked me in the eye as a member of the media to say it's time for the media to leave it alone and to back off. During the course of the interview, I asked follow-up questions because I wanted to make sure that her position and perspective were very clear. And at the end, when she said it's time to leave it alone, as I said, I thought that was powerful. And I insisted that that part be in the interview because I thought that it put a nice button on that part of the conversation.
All right, so there you have it. I think what she is saying right there makes perfect sense, because let's back up a little bit. I'm not saying I'm the biggest Gayle King fan or Oprah fan, because we all know Gayle King is Oprah's best friend. She's been hanging out with Harvey Weinstein. I've not heard much from her about that. Maybe she said it, but I've not heard it. But I digress. I'm not a big fan of theirs at all. However, what she's saying here makes sense, because think about it like this. Right when Kobe died, what was the immediate reaction from the left? From some of the mainstream media in general? Oh, Kobe was a rapist. You know, he assaulted women. He was not a role model, all this, that, and the third, because of one allegation from 2003 that he was not locked up for. He did not get found guilty for. Okay. So if that's a topic that's being spoken about right now in the media, what better way to combat that than to have a woman, a black woman, Kobe Bryant's friend, who was out and about in LA. At the same time, Kobe was in LA, because let's not forget, she played basketball and had NBA friends. She'd be in the club hanging out doing whatever because she's in LA too. She played for the LA Sparks between 97 and 2009. This is the same time that Kobe was there. So they're going to cross paths. They're going to know some of the same people. So if there was anything that was crazy or weird, she would be able to see what's going on. And one thing Lisa Leslie said in this particular clip that I played earlier at the very beginning is that she never saw Kobe as a kind of guy that'd be a predator in the club, trying to just snatch up on women. That's not Kobe's character. Kobe Bryant was not even the club kind of guy. He was more about, you know, staying to himself, focusing on basketball. He was a gym rat. He's not this kind of guy that would just be out doing whatever. He was a married man, had 4 kids. So this whole playboy image, you know, rapist, dangerous person, that's just not Kobe Bryant. So Gayle King was able to use her platform on CBS to give Lisa Leslie that exposure to tell that story to the whole world. And she allowed her to say that the media are being disrespectful. They're not allowing the family to grieve. This is inappropriate. That was allowed to be out on CBS, which is a narrative that I've not heard from much of the mainstream media. Now, of course, CBS, CNN, ABC, all these news networks, they're trying to get ratings. They're trying to get clicks. They're trying to get attention. So they're going to put out a salacious clip without any kind of, you know, backstory or context to get people upset and to get them watching. You know, I guess they call it hate clicks. They're going to click on your website. They're going to click on your Twitters, your Facebooks, your YouTubes, or whatever, because they don't like what's going on. It creates controversy, which creates attention. Now, is it good attention? I don't think so. I think not. I think it's very bad attention, quite frankly, because you're making it seem like Gayle King is attacking this man. But the reality is she's talking about an issue that's out there in the media. She's not bringing it up, you know, willingly necessarily. It's a thing that's being talked about. So address it. And then she gave her the opportunity to say the media should stop. Don't do this. It's inappropriate. And Kobe was a good guy. He wouldn't do that. Gayle King did not do what her friend Oprah did and have this whole documentary about Russell Simmons being a predator and believing the victims, quote unquote victims, alleged victims. She didn't do that at all. So I think what she did was actually good now that I hear the full context and the reason why she was asking the question and what the intended result was. But I think I'll leave that right there for now. And what say you? Do you think that Gayle King was being truthful in her explanation of what was going on in that particular clip? If that's your viewpoint, let me know why in the comments below. Or was she lying? Did she know from the very beginning that it was going to be salacious and she was really trying to get Lisa Leslie to say that Kobe Bryant was a dirtbag and he was a rapist, all this, that, and the third? If that's your viewpoint, let me know why in the comments below. I think the clip without context would make you believe a thing that may not be true. Okay, what I really want to see is the full interview, because like I said, we've only seen this one little clip and we don't know the purpose, we don't have the context, we don't understand what's really going on with it. But whatever your comments are, please let me know in the comments below. And that's all I got to say for this video. If you like what you heard, please comment, rate, share, and subscribe. Peace.